Okay, it's March 4th, 2021. We're here in the estate vineyard in the Petit Verdot, and as you can see, we're just about ready to get started pruning, and some of it actually has been pruned. But so we just came off of about 2 weeks of fairly cold weather, and about a week ago, the snow all melted, and we've gotten temperatures into the 60s already here, which is kind of unusual for the beginning of March, but it does happen on occasion. So at this point, we've got a lot of moisture in the soil. We planted a cover crop, so we'll have a cover crop coming in on its own with just the residual moisture from the winter. You can also see in the vine row we're using a little manure for some nitrogen addition just in the vine row. That's something we've been doing the last couple years. And so it's time to start to prune, and you can see what we've got here is what we've called it's pre-pruned. So they've taken the canopy, what's left over the canopy, these shoots, and sort of prune them down to maybe right around a foot. And then so what we want to do now is to try to get down to so many buds per vine, buds per shoot position here, so that we can get the kind of crop that we're looking for to grow really high quality fruit. And so I'm just going to go ahead and prune this vine and go through it and talk a little bit about it. So what we're looking at here are different shoot positions on this unilateral cordon system that we have here. And so what we're trying to do is pick out what we want to have for our shoot positions for this coming year, and then from these different buds we'll actually have green growth push. So like, say for instance, in this position we had a shoot here and here, so I'm going to actually prune to 3 buds here. So we got 1 basal bud, 1, 2. So I'm going to cut things right here and then come back and take this off completely. So we might still get something that'll push from there, but definitely here's where the canopy will form from there. If I'm looking right here, I'd probably take this, choose this shoot because it's more straight upright, and so take I've left 2 buds here besides the basal bud, and then I'll remove this just to make sure it doesn't push. So what we're trying to do is make selections so that we get the cordon filled in, but at the same time sort of positioned, there's good position between it. So we're utilizing this space on the cordon wire to the maximum that we can. So in this case, I'd cut here and kind of get rid of the rest of the spots right here. We've got this shoot kind of growing back into the other plant, so I'll remove it, come over here and do this. And then just to sort of finish off, this is a nice position here, nice and upright, so I'll take this off, come back down here like this, another position here, nothing else to cut there. Take that one off. When I started pruning apples when I was in high school, I had a farmer tell me once, you have a philosophy, stick to it, make the cut, and don't look back. So I don't know if I'm doing this exactly how they would do, the guys in the field, but it's sort of what Dick's philosophy a little bit with pruning is, maybe these could be cut back a little bit more than this, maybe to more like 2 positions, but what his philosophy is to try to get more buds pushing. We can always come back and do shoot thinning as well as fruit thinning at a later date, but at least you have something to work with to begin with. And sometimes not having enough fruit on vines is actually not a good thing. So leaving more to start with is actually a good philosophy, and one that we've been using here since we planted clear back, in 2008-9. I mean, the weather today going to get up into the 60s, very unusual, and the vines will start waking up a little bit. I wouldn't anticipate us seeing any kind of green growth here probably for another 6 weeks. So we've got some time to finish up pruning, be ready for the growing season.